What's going on, folks? It's Nick Sanchez, your car guy here, and we're back at it again with another quick review. But before getting into the video, shout out to Roger Beasley Mazda for letting me use the vehicle. If you are in the market for a car and live in the Austin area, we have 3 convenient locations, one in South Austin, Central Austin, and Georgetown. With that said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Today, 2023 Mazda CX-9 Grand Touring. Let me go ahead and read some of the specs here for you. It's going to come with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder turbo engine with a total horsepower of 227. MPGs are at 20 city, 26 highway, 0 to 60 in about 9 seconds, with a total towing capacity of 3,500 pounds, and the MSRP is at $47,560. Now I have this one in this beautiful Soul Red, so let's go ahead and get right into the review. All right, folks, so let's go ahead and start from the rear. We do have the CX-9 all-wheel drive badge on the left-hand side. On the right hand, we got Sky Active technology. You'll have a rear windshield wiper as well as the backup camera and the sensors there for the rear cross traffic alert. Let me go ahead and back on up a little bit here. And this beautiful Soul Red by Mazda is very unique. Definitely a eye catcher on the road. You'll have the 20-inch wheels, of course, and this one will have the roof rails. One of the things I always liked about the CX-9s is the front grille. Just looks very aggressive, very dominant here on the road, and especially being Mazda's mid-size lineup SUV, and I think it justifies the look for the vehicle. Nice little chrome accents down below. And then we are back around the rear. So let's go ahead and check out the trunk. So with the Grand Touring, it will have the technology where you kick your foot right underneath, like so. It's going to open up with the electronic liftgate. Now this one does have its carpeting back here since it's new. It is a third row SUV, so you do have an additional space. All you got to do is just pull on this lever right here. Let me do this with 2 hands, because there we go. All right, and that comes right on down. Cool. Right hand side, you do have the USB ports and some back here, and you got the cup holders as well, and then you do have room for a privacy screen. Down below should be just a little cubby hole, and then below that should be the spare. Now this is a pretty spacious SUV. Now in the event you actually don't need all the space, the door was locked, that's embarrassing. Let me unlock it here for you. In the event you don't need all the spacing, or you do need all the spacing, all you got to do is just reach down on this lever, pull down below. I'll go ahead and do the other side, that way you guys can catch a glimpse of how much space is actually back here. Oops, there we go. And overall, you got a tremendous amount of room back here. So if you're big on road trips, or maybe got to go to a home improvement store, you'll have plenty of space for that cargo. All right, and then with the electronic liftgate, just one touch, just as simple as that to get that rear hatch closed. Coming around to the passenger side, on the rear passenger windows, you will have these screens right there to block out additional sunlight, especially if you have some kiddos or some babies and some baby seats there. Down below, we do have Bose audio, and then this one is the bench seat. So in order to get to the back, all you got to do is just reach down, pull on this lever right here, and with one hand I'm able to slide these seats forward right there. Let's go ahead and hop on in the back. And then, like I showed you before, the USB port right there. Got a couple of cup holders. Now this seat is all the way back. I'm an average size guy. Let's see if I can get that on camera. So for an average height, I am a little cramped back here. The front guy would need to move their seat a little bit forward. And of course, if I was shorter, I'd probably have no problem fitting back here. So let's go ahead and hop on out. And then to just the seat, all you got to do is just slide like so. Perfect. All right, so let's hop into the back seats. Got this nice leather, this nice white stitching. Dropping down the center right here, you do have cup holders, and of course the USB ports right there. You got one for each passenger. Here in the center, we do have the AC controllers, as well as heated seats for the passengers as well. And up above, we do have the moonroof. And then here's a shot of the driver's side, infotainment center, and center console there for you. Okay, so we do have the touch keyless entry before hopping into the driver's side. Left hand side, of course, you have the controllers to the windows, locks, additional small cup holder right there. The driver's seat, we have the memory seats, power seats with lumbar support, and then we have a few buttons over here. We have the electronic liftgate, the 360 view, perimeter alert, lane keep assist, and hill launch control. Let's go ahead and hop on in. And we're finally behind the steering wheel here. So we have Bluetooth, the info button there to change out a few different displays there. So I'll just go through a few here quickly. Right hand side, the button for the smart radar cruise control. And in the Grand Touring, let's see if I can get it on camera properly. We got the heads up display. As you can see, the speedometer will actually display there on the glass there for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on to the infotainment center. Pretty straightforward. If you see my other Mazda videos, it's pretty similar setup. You'll have the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and you'll have the Mazda connected services where you have access to the remote start via an app. And of course, this one may not have an SD card. No, it does not. Down below, we'll have the AC vents, and in the Grand Touring, we'll have the heated steering wheel, heated seats, and ventilated seats, which is my favorite, especially here in Texas. Let's see if I can get the proper angle here. You'll actually see the wireless charging port as well. So that's always nice. And then here's the shifter. We'll have sport mode, electronic parking brake, auto hold, the knob for the infotainment center, the volume button, and then a couple of hotkeys here: music, home, nav, the back button, and then your favorites for your radio station or whoever you communicate with via Bluetooth. We'll have a couple of cup holders right here. Let's go ahead and open the center console, and you have your USB port right there where you plug in your phone, and then your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto will prompt onto the screen. Passenger seat, and of course the glove box will have the manual there. Up above we do have the moonroof. Very nice. And then of course a couple of pilot lights and of course your sunglasses holder. Of course, before we take it out on the road for a quick test drive, here's a shot of the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder turbo engine. Very clean engine bay. And yeah, pretty straightforward. Battery, engine covered with Mazda and the Skyactiv G turbo badging right there. Very nice. All right, folks, so we are finally on the road to do a quick test drive here. We're kind of hitting a little bit of rush hour traffic in South Austin today, but man, look at me looking like a family man with all those seats back there. Now, personally, I have no need for a mid-sized SUV, but I love the Mazda CX-9. This thing's great. It handles well. Let's go ahead and keep our eyes on the road here for a second. It picks up very well for the size. I know it has that 2.5 liter engine with the turbo, and I think that really helps get this vehicle up and moving, especially if you have sport mode where you're on the highway and you're wanting to pass up somebody. And I think that really assists into the movement and not making this vehicle feel too clunky or too slow on the road. Let me go ahead and take a quick turn here. So let's go ahead and break down my quick opinion on the vehicle. For the exterior, I love the way it looks. I mean, it's aggressive. It's a good sized vehicle. The grille is what gets me. I love the front grille. I think it looks very modern. Not too aggressive, but just a very prominent looking vehicle on the road. For the engine, it's a good sized engine. The 227 horsepower is pretty decent, and gives you enough power, adequate power to propel the thing down the road. I know a lot of vehicles of this size, if they don't have the proper engine size, then you're like, you know, you're pretty much a duck in water. Like, what are you doing, man? But this one, it gets you on the road, especially with the sport mode, and I think that really assists to this vehicle. For the interior, this is very comfortable for me. I mean, I can see myself easily doing a couple of road trips, no problem. Everyday commuter, especially with the, I believe the MPGs was what, 20 city, 26 highway, so relatively decent for what you get. The modern features and amenities that this vehicle has, of course, you have all the safety features. So, you know, this vehicle is going to be for the family. You got the blind spot, the lane keep assist, the smart radar cruise control, the rear cross traffic alert, the smart brake support for the highway and the city, and of course the perimeter alert 360 camera. So yeah, this thing's stacked. I love it. As well as in the Grand Touring, you'll get the that feature where you kick your foot right underneath the bumper and it automatically lifts up, which is more of a creature comfort and more of a convenience, but I like it. As well as the heads-up display. Love that feature. I think it's awesome. I think I said it maybe in one of my previous videos where I reviewed a car with a heads-up display. The more and more I use cars with it, the more I want that in my personal vehicle. I do want to throw one more thing also. The turning radius on this vehicle is awesome. I mean, Mazda, especially the newer Mazdas, they're getting more and more known for their maneuverability. I mean, especially if you're in an empty parking lot and you just turn in a circle to see how tight you can get it. Compare this vehicle to like maybe a Honda Pilot or Toyota Highlander. I know when I've showed a couple of customers and they try to compare that turning radius, they're very impressed, because the way Mazda engineers their vehicles, they have this mantra of, you know, the driver and the vehicle are one, so it's supposed to be an extension of your body, and that's the formula that's pretty much shown to be a success, because that's why I think I like this CX-9. Like I said, I have no need for a mid-sized SUV, but just the maneuverability of it, it's pretty awesome. All right, folks, so with that said, that was this quick review on the 2023 Mazda CX-9 Grand Touring. Like I said before, once these vehicles start becoming pre-owned vehicles, do your due diligence, check the Carfax. If you're buying it new, no need to worry. Once again, shout out to Roger Beasley Mazda here in Austin. If you are in the market for a vehicle and live in the Austin area, we have 3 different locations: one in South Austin, Central Austin, and Georgetown. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and I'll see you guys next time.